Okay, so this is Cloud Kingdom. This is the map that Blizzard made. I'm not actually sorry. No, I don't want to play it. I'm not playing this one. I'm gonna play Galactic Process. But as you can see here, there's this little S-shape thing where you go across. There's some rocks here, um, and there's bases here. Um, this is Galactic Process. It is S-shaped. There's bases here, but there's a little spot you can do. I think there are rocks there that I never saw before, but there are rocks there that you can do. If you break them, you can do some run-bys with lings or something like that. Um, but there's a lot of areas that you can attack, and it's a pretty big map. It's a really open and free-flowing map that you can just go all over the place with. Um, so it'll be it. I'm looking forward to it. I liked Cloud Kingdom. This one looks like it'll be pretty good. The only thing about it though is that the third base is so far away from the second base. Yes, it's protected by those rocks and the other pair of rocks right here, but the fact that it's so far away is going to be interesting. Because as a Protoss or Terran player, that's not as big of a concern um, because of the fact that you don't have to because what'll happen is here you can see I'm Zerg, and then I'm going to take this base, and then that's pretty fine. But then all the way over here is the third, so your units have to go all the way over here. Drones have to go all the way over there. It'll just make for a longer process and a transfer. You can see the rocks are here, and more rocks here, and then this is a ramp. There is debris right there to block the path here to go. Oh, okay, there we go. I saw it now. Sorry, let me show you again. To go all the way down here and then around, and then there are no rocks here. So basically, you are protected on your side, but there are no rocks on the other side itself. So there are rocks here, but then no rocks here. This is just open, but then there are rocks all the way up here. So it is a little different. We'll see if that's a good thing, that there are not two sets of rocks, or if it's a bad thing. I'm going to do a ling run by to show you guys that whole area and all that, and to see how long it takes to break down the rocks, all that stuff. Like again, the whole point of this this part of the stream is just to test out the new maps. I might not get to all of the maps, like the 2v2, but I want to. So we'll see. But I know for sure the 3v3 and 4v4 maps I probably won't play that much, because I'm at this moment I'm in the current stage I'm in. I'm playing at the current stage right now. I'm playing a lot of 1v1. I'm trying to get to masters, but I also am doing a little bit of 2v2 with my brother and one of my friends. But it's possible that eventually I might do some 3v3s and 4v4s, even just to check out the new maps. We'll see. But if I will get through all the 1v1s and the 2v2s for sure. I'm not sure if I will do the other ones yet, but we'll get there eventually. So once I get about 10 lings, I'm going to send them in to break down these rocks, so we can see how that'll work. Because if you catch them by surprise, you still have to break down these rocks as well. So it's not a full 100% run by, because you still have to break down rocks and all that, but it's still you can still eventually, it'll take a while, but eventually you can do a run by. Or some sort of attack. You can even just straight up attack that way, but it's a little less advised because it is such a choke. Let's see, good overlord placement would probably be here, something like that. I'm not sure. As a Terran player, if you can get a tank right here, you can block off pretty much all the transferring drones. So that is a good thing to note if you did not know that. That's a good thing to try to do if you want to. We're going to get one more pair of lings and go on through. Okay, so now that we have our lings, we're going to break down these rocks. You could really go either way. You can go through your way that isn't broken down. You can see there's 2,000 health on these rocks, debris I should say. So it would take a little while to get through. But you can still get through it nonetheless. But yeah, it's going to take a while to do anything, but you can still do it, and that's the whole point of what we're going to test right now. So once we break the rock, because you can really start working on these rocks, really when you get your first set of lings, if you wanted to actually do that, but it's still pretty risky, because then once you break these, they're broken, and the other team can get through as well. So it kind of mess you up. We're just gonna play Ling Bane to have fun today, because I'm not sure if I'll stream any. I think I might do a few ladder games on stream, but we'll see. The other thing, though, is that really I don't understand the point of this, actually. Oh, you know what? I see it now. What you can do, because run-bys aren't really going to do much, and I'll show you why in a second. Let me just get things going. Run-bys aren't actually what this is for, because if you look here, you can get in this whole area right here, but you can also get in right here. So what this is for is liberators over here, or adepts or something that you can drop down here and kill their expansion, like their workers on their expansion, and they won't be able to have vision. And like if they don't have vision, they can't see it. So that's kind of the point of that. I didn't realize that at first, but now I do. So that's something that's important to notice. So yeah, you can do run-bys, but that's not really the point of it. The point of that is mainly the fact that you can do that kind of play. So that's a big thing to notice. Otherwise, you'd be kind of stuck and lost. You also need to make sure you break down these rocks as well. Otherwise, your drones are going to take forever going down to this base. So, smarter would be to just get it from both sides. So we're just going to continue playing. And you can see, like, I like this map because of the fact that it's just so user-friendly, I guess I could say. And since it's such a big map, you can do a lot of aggression and stuff and be able to do some damage, some actual damage. But if you guys haven't tested out these maps, and you are looking to play a little bit more this next season, I'd really suggest that you do test the maps out, because it'll be very helpful for you, to get used to the maps. There we go. All right. So yeah, I encourage you guys to try out these maps. It means a lot it means a lot if you know how to play them, because then you're used to them and you know what you're doing, and It just gets really easy. The more you play these maps, the easier it gets, because you have an advantage. You know how to work the map. Because part of playing StarCraft is knowing how to work the map. If you don't know how to play on the map, if you've never played it before, like you can see here, I'm going around here. I'll take away, and while those guys are there, I can go around there. So it just, you can really get your opponent out of position and unexpecting of what you're about to do. Somehow he knows what I'm about to do. I guess there's an observer somewhere. But yeah, so you can just go around. See, I'm already over here. Meanwhile, he's over there. I can just go back here if he wants to build an expansion. So it really helps to work the map. Because I can just take this expansion down, back off, take it down the pylon. And here, he's trying to do something here. I can do something there. And then I can see where he is. This is what I mean by working the map. And so you can get used to that. And then just knowing how to play the map is really efficient. You'll get really good at it. Then meanwhile, you can go here and use some mutas. And I mean, I'm not saying Lane Bane is the best way to go, but it's definitely fun for harassment because of the fact the map's so small. So we're going to come around here, break these rocks, or the debris. And then you can see, like, you've just kept them off the base so long that they can't really do much. So I'm going to go for pylons here. And oops, that's Valence, but we'll see if we can do something with them. Okay, so we can see their army is over there. Obviously, if they try to go through with this, it's going to be pretty bad for them, considering I have a lot more mutas out now. And I've got all kinds of army. And upgrades. But, yeah, just the fact of knowing how to play the map is really important. Because you can see here, I've got all these mutas in the base, taking down the pylons. They can't really do anything anymore. Yeah, they do have a bit of their army here. I can still technically get stuff done, though. I've done so much more damage just by playing the map. And then now I can come back with my actual army and be able to do something. Because you can see here, yeah, they did damage, but they didn't actually do efficient damage. Because, yeah, they haven't even taken out the base or anything like that. And you can see here, they've got a third up, but that's their only third. They tried to get one before, but I kept them off of it. And so now we can just rebuild the base. And even expand again. A fifth. And so we're good to go. They just now only have a third. Because I did all that damage harassing. We're going to go back into harassing. And go into the hive. Just because playing the map. But yeah, as you can see, nothing much going on here. Kill more pylons. Because I mean, at this point in the game, keeping them off of, keeping them supply blocked, especially once their army is dead and you know it is really a big deal. Because then you can keep them off of what they need to do, as well as teching up yourself. And we're gonna go to hive, or yeah, hive. But yeah, you can see here, now I'm just going to go in with my full army. Back off this part. Yeah, go in with my full army. That will easily win. Because I just have so much more over the enemy. So yeah, just moving on in and taking out the army. And yes, that's easy win. But yeah, that's really just basics on how to use this map. I've never played this map before. The only reason I sort of know how to play it is because